stand their ground.
All right, Prime Gaming Agent selected Loud.
Okay.
They busted out the Harbor Viper here. We also, see some adjustments,
Harbor
but also
Viper?
the
Right.
Yoru is back for Ethan.
I mean, we've seen this from EG. It's excellent. They have great ideas built around combining that with the Silver utility, and while they let the game slip versus Paper X, I still think
Dude,
it's
it's gonna
the
be
right
hard,
comp
man.
to play. For
I like
Loud,
the,
though, with elimination on
I like
the
the
line
Euro
for the
comp in
reigning
this.
champions, they're going back to the composition that defined their year. They started the Harbor Viper meta. They've moved away from it, but now they're heading back to the map that was their best to start this year off.
And it's going to be important for EG to remember what the weaknesses and the counters of this comp were earlier this year, and tapping into that.
They absolutely will. And for EG, if they could close it here, if they could eliminate
When are we getting
Loud,
your
make it to
arena?
back-to-back finals,
Maybe that's
and have
the
a
new
chance
meta.
at the championship
Maybe you
title
cracked
here
it.
by defeating the team who 13-0'd them on the very same map, it would be a beautiful end to their arc.
How poetic that would be, but Loud certainly don't want that to be a reality. Let's go ahead and get map 3 started. Let's see if EG can 3-0
Let's see how,
this war. Will Loud start the journey
let's see how
for the
comfortable
reverse
Loud
sweep? Let's send it
looks.
back over to Brennan Sideshow.
It's normally a very good comp for them.
Let's get to it then. It would be poetic if EG were managed
Definitely
to
the
close
team
this
that I
one out
enjoy
of 3-0, but
watching
I think
Harbor the
before
most with. It
everybody
feels like
here
they got
wants
some
to
really good
see
Harbor
this
stuff all the
go
time.
The distance, we want something explosive, and I hope we're about to get it as well. The return to that Viper Harbor for Loud is an intriguing
take
one.
it easy,
it's an
Lexi.
interesting one. They haven't played it
See
in, what was
you
it, 3
tomorrow,
months, Josh?
I imagine, for the
It's
final.
been over 3 months since they pulled out the Harbor Viper on Pearl. They didn't like it. It started out very good for them when they first initiated the Harbor Viper meta, and then other teams started playing it more. Other people started beating them. They lost to Crew, they lost to NRG,
Okay,
and they just
EG
started
on
banning them out.
defense,
And
Loud
when they
on
brought it back
attack.
in, they were running the
Let's
breach
see.
fade. I don't know how much Loud have been
We're
practicing
at 3-1,
this
right,
composition on
pistol-wise?
Pearl recently. We'll have to see how confident and comfortable they look, because I've been so impressed with how Ethan plays the Yoru here.
Yeah, 3 of them stomping, heavy focus over towards here, so they walk through door with 2. That's the 3 doing their job. And then what is the timing on these 2 that went through door? I like this pistol.
Side by side, but as flanks on flanks occurring as that falls, Turret.
Wait, that's nice.
It's a gap in it. Bustio was watching though. It's almost intentional. Instantly there with the trade. There's less able to gain that ground for them. Ethan still at the top high ground angle. Plan should be available for them. Should be given to them. Never to push this one back. Now with this competition, the new changes on Pearl. It is weaker to try and play this. Ethan, what
He
is that?
actually took it.
Goes to the corner, but Kawazine collects that. Shuts it down before it really gets out of hand. Now he is the thorn in their sides. Towards the back of Halls. Needs to be cleared out here, but it really just might come down. Again to the gunfire. Spam into the smokes as well. A tap onto it. Not really being forced to use their utility. Kawazine, they still need to deal with him finally. It is so. Team in one step.
Okay, nicely done. I kind of love the pistol as well.
A pistol round for
3
Loud.
people acting big over towards here. Then they try and heavy focus over towards them. Try and make sure they can't get through the choke point. While that's happening, they walk through door with 2 people. Double sheriff, right? I think they both had. Yeah. So they just have the double body shot. That's
also
it.
the timing
It was a
looking
sick pistol. I liked it.
very tight
Both these
on the
teams
B
have
split.
had very good pistols.
So it's
All these
something
maps.
that Loud was struggling with actually earlier on in the year, or earlier on even in this tournament. When we saw them running these B splits, the timing was really off between the players down B main and the people going through Link. Here we see aggression from EG on their eco round.
Okay, in terms of the pistols as well, we're at a 3-2. 5-person punch over towards B.
Loud really benefit from when they run the Harbor Viper is that Aspas is forced to go at the pace of the Cascade. There is no messing around. You must take space when that is used. And I think that helps keep everyone on the same page.
Less, yeah.
Less controls
It's
the aggression
interesting.
for one. Yeah,
It's great info. Dude, he did unbelievable to get both of them.
That's incredible. Going 2 for 1 there and not
Yeah,
even
that's
donating them a
ridiculous.
rifle.
He's as
Doing
well
all of
got
that
some
with the
extra
sheriff.
damage on top, full info.
Giving
Good
the
thing about
info
that
to
as
the
well
rest
is
of
this
the
is the one
Over
kill
on the
that they're
A side,
allowed.
they've got a free
So
plant.
they handle this pretty well. Just
Go and
everyone
take whatever
sticking
post
together in
positions they
terms of the
like.
guns that they want to
None from
protect, and the
outside.
person on his
Yeah,
own
not
can kind of go down.
hugely in
Doesn't
favour of
matter
the
if he
plant
gets
position, but I
overwhelmed.
don't
So
think
again,
it'll
nicely
end up
handled from
mattering
Loud.
too much.
It's a big map, lot to traverse here if you are EG just trying to get a move on, but realistically, again, trying to do that damage to the economy. Go down to the spike, denied a chance of Oltorps, because already you're seeing that standard whirl into motion. Kawazine, he's 3 away.
Certainly. And with Sada going for the plant, you can see them starting to churn up the lockdown as well.
This is a cheeky play. Smokes there, got to remove all of that. Wait,
He would have time.
Honestly,
He
yeah,
would
he's
have time. You got to try
kind
and
of
put a
got
stop to
it.
this
He does
one.
have time.
Giacomo!
He does.
broken.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think they did so much damage with that. Oh my goodness, they saved one gun.
That is a lot of damage.
That was so
that Loud have
sick.
taken. And it's an early scare. Nice work in this round from Les and the rest of
That was
Loud
a
to put
nice
themselves in a
idea
good position,
from EG though.
Oh, that got a bit too close. So he's required to get onto that. And Loud would have been feeling
Yeah,
comfortable,
I think
except
he
for the scare
realizes as
just
well
then.
that they definitely had the
Now
time
they're
for
going
it.
to buy up, so this isn't a bonus round that they're coming into.
Okay, yeah,
Look at the
bonus
money
round
to
is out the
Sadat,
window,
Tui's,
it's a
Aspas.
full buy.
They've all bought rifles.
Straight up by rounds.
Again, Yoru,
Ethan,
OP, because it can just be in this. It's one of the better. I mean, it looks like it's the best Yoru map. Do they have to? I mean, they have to, and they are expecting it.
Wow.
Yeah, very
Great
nicely
awareness.
done.
Really good heads up. I mean, Ethan plays there a
Again, it's like
lot.
when
They've
Old
been
Chamber
reading
was
the
here,
box,
right? You
they're
just
gonna
have to
know he's gonna
expect
be
that
isolated there.
one pause now.
Banking on the TP to get him out of things. Close.
Also, an awareness on Boostio. Shut down both of the major threats from EG.
What a risky move to make. And the
This
fight
is
is just
such
being
a
handed to
huge
him.
round.
Aspas. Happy to grind him to death wish.
As each of the players
Yeah,
on
this
EG
start is
tries to make
incredible at the moment.
play that's required to get them back
EG
into
have
the
to
round.
eco. 5
Loud
people
are just
alive here.
Eating up all of that aggression.
Kind of want to save the guns at the same time
The
they
attack
need to do
sides have been
damage.
good from both of these
3,000.
teams. We just watched a blowout on Lotus, but we didn't even really get to see Loud's attack.
No.
They just lost so heavily on the other side.
No chances for it, but a very good beginning for a Loud team that has been knocked down to the floor here.
And especially with them playing a composition that, once more, we haven't seen this in over 3 months for Loud on Pearl.
And they did write the book on it.
Yeah.
To such a degree as well that they ended up starting to ban it. Everyone else was playing it. They didn't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, the innovation ended up being a bit of an issue for them. And this is a great start. Hunting down EG, trying to take rifles out of the hands. Demon 1 responds. Kawanzin sent back in. Les looks like he wants to swing towards the end of Demon 1. Demon 1 is denied.
That was
Okay.
actually
But what
so
a start
worth
this
1
is
for
for
1.
Loud. A team that is down 0-2, trying to pull off the reverse sweep. We've only seen 2 reverse sweep BO5s in the main VCT circuit. Both came this year. It's always a challenge to dig yourself out of a hole like this. But
Okay,
the
jog
maps
him
are
over the hero
actually
gun.
not that bad for Loud. Pearl, split, bind.
Yeah, chance for them to get some ults online as well. So yeah,
If EG take
chance
their
for
foot off the
Loud to
gas,
kind of get
it
some
is
revenge in terms of how
definitely
Lotus
possible.
went of the.
Everyone
They can
plays
kind of
towards mid here
snowball
with the
back.
defensive positionings. They
Gonna
make
have some good
control.
ults for the big buy rounds.
Giving up.
EG not so much.
Tap under the orb. They're trying to bait a trap play. Anything that EG might have had, you know. Flash around
Yeah,
the corner,
and
trying to
that's
fight over
one
this
extra that they'll have.
And often Ethan is going to be around that position.
Yeah.
You know, he has his own aggressive plays that he can go for, holding off angles.
This is a nice dodge from Boostio.
flashing himself
Just
through
tucked
smokes.
around the corner.
But he's
This is a big
often gonna be
one-on-one.
throwing supportive
Joggermo
utility
just might
too,
take it, to
kind
be
of like
honest.
he would when playing KO on this map.
Oh
has the
my.
rifle.
That's kind of
They're
impressive.
taking these fights against them now. They really saw less here. The Seekers will point them in the right direction here. Do they have utility to clear out Jorgamo close to the corner? He does respect it. You can immediately see him backing away like the dart. Calm. Good placement on it. It's really bogging them down and slowing them from being able to get into this, but
Yeah,
the
this is
rifles will
really
be
nice
enough.
from them. I love the Seekers on this one. Make sure they know where they are.
Smokes in their face.
Make sure they're not
backside control towards
stacked
Still
all
gonna
over
be
towards site.
holding on to it.
Try and keep this one as clean as
Lovely
possible
players.
again. Get the economy like rolling.
We need a big opening now. Great flash.
Ooh,
That was off
nice
of
shot.
Ethan. A double swing and a double face here, down to the low ground. Another flash as well to try and set Boostio up, but it won't be caught unaware, not twice in a row here. High ground still being held, but as they look to reposition, they're all just getting cleaned up. All the kills. Finally,
Whoa.
Demon won. Bit of a
Oh my
test
God,
for him.
imagine.
Damage was done.
Jesus.
The time, it is running short now. No chance of winning this round, definitely.
Dude, there was some
twice
shots
about taking
that were
those
hit
fights
here.
against him, though.
He actually ended up doing a lot of damage just on his
Demon
own.
1 still looking confident, but Loud go up 4-0. That was an eco
Well,
round
it's so
from EG.
satisfying
You
watching
still saw
people
some
that are
nice
good with the
ideas
Marshall.
on the way that Ethan's looking to try and flash them in on the retake. But Loud, one of the benefits of them winning these rounds and being on the attack side, being able to get these spike plants, is that they're building into
Bro,
large
did you
options.
just call
Just
someone a
used the
moron
Seekers,
for asking if
Kawanzin
there's
already
another
kinda
game?
halfway
Bro,
back to getting
relax,
that
man.
line, the reckoning. But it's the
Jesus.
reckoning that's the big tool
You
here.
got no chill, man. Let the guy
He's
be.
gonna be using that.
Poor
Most
dude.
likely to clear out this side. They're given A main control for free.
You're an absolute savage,
no big
man.
play here from EG. Just Demon 1 holding it.
Holy.
Gets a connection with the bullets. Not to back away though.
Such an innocent question.
So disciplined by Loud. They are very aware that EG's comp.
All right. Not too much money here. Well, I say not too much. No money here.
There could be a play from EG to punish. Tap it out. They wait it out.
Jorgamo's gone for this one-way in art. And it looked like Kawanzin was trying to flash Aspas in to take contact. Here's that flash.
Doesn't connect.
It doesn't connect with anything. That allows Jorgamo to continue to hold this. Reckoning goes through. All pressure onto Jorgamo.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nightmare. When you're grouped up with this ult, it's an absolute nightmare.
Push it through into Vayne. What is he up to? Barely enough bullets as well. But he adjusts the aim anyway.
I think he thought he was going to get tagged. Spam from the dog.
In action in theory. Team 1 over the top. What is that?
Tell you what though, if he kills 2, we're calling him a genius.
Just answering back with bullets of their own. Through the wall now, Ethan hoping maybe he can spot ahead. The spam damage, he's connecting with the wall bangs, but forced to reload now, just 30 left.
Wait, look at the HPs.
The reload back, he's really running out of bullets to make the most of this one here.
Chipping them away. So
doable.
Oh man, look at the HP. 64, 39, and 23. Actually got really close. Really close. Yeah, they're just snowballing back to him.
Getting into the rhythm. Believing in themselves. And Kawanzin, what a rebound. He's had 2 really limp-looking maps. And to me, the biggest difference between when Loud are playing at an excellent level and when they're playing at a mediocre level, when they went out in Tokyo or where they've been struggling at other times, is getting Kawanzin online. He's so aggressive.
He's got a way with
words.
words.
To play the solo initiator in these comps. If he's hidden, Loud looks so much better as a unit. He had a rough beginning. Maps 1 and 2 barely on the scoreboard. And now up towards the top, 6 and 2.
Bukax.
Back.
Bukax, did you feel bad about the about snapping that you gifted? That's so funny. Wait, was this did you gift the guy that asked the question? Or did you, or is it a different guy? That's incredible though. Bukax, either way. Respect, nice redemption arc. Thank you for the gifted. It was the guy as well. That's incredible, dude. Fair play, man. That's the fastest redemption arc I've ever seen, man. Respect.
I'd like to see Ethan going into
That's so funny.
the be clear mode. Allow Loud to fight over a main and then actually try and contest them with more flashes and get back up in their faces. Not playing aggressive.
Mate sitting in a golden Discord, that's even better.
If Loud are
That's
in
incredible.
That space, fighting them.
Right, love that.
I'll see those adjustments until the next round after this one because the money
Jesus.
not looking too hot.
Right.
Does have the blade storm though.
So timeout goes in, the eco, and yeah, I mean,
7 of 5. More kills, I think, than the rest of his team
chat,
combined.
you know, so you know the changes in terms of pushing the orcs up. That should stop this kind of stuff happening as much. So that's why, like, a lot of people are kind of looking at the changes and being like, honestly, moving these orcs to be harder to get is great. Because the snowballing, it does, yeah, it does wreck the game a little bit in a max round 12 half game.
A is looking very weak.
Tell this to Phoenix. Oh, bro, I mean, he's getting a buff every time they do that, so
push back Aspas from taking that space.
that's good. That's good as well.
Starting to collect it. Look at it, hunting for Jorgamo. Narrowly escaping with his life. Back to way though. It will be that full
Killjoy, if they want it as well, they know this is Sheriff's.
Oh
my, it wasn't the cleanest thing I've ever seen. Killjoy, a perfect timing.
Weapon on the way here. Here it is. Lockdown is putting the heat and pushing it all the way up here. It's up to EG. Emphasis being placed on them trying to make this happen, but
also lets you come back, yeah, but it doesn't like it's heavily swayed to the team that has the better guns that get their ults faster, if that makes sense.
Position of Aspas. It's lovely. Don't really expect it because look at that, even just trying to make something work.
If you're just saving your ults every single time for the big buy rounds, like it's so hard.
6-0 Loud. It's more than dominance at this point.
Halfquake, thank you so much for the gifted. Yeah, morons, welcome into the Slug Club. Thank you for that. Thank you. Logan 5703 with the gifted as well. Master Mumu, welcome in as well.
Instead, it looks like it could be poetic for exactly.
Could I eat a Big Mac in one bite? I haven't seen a Big Mac for a long time, but I really doubt it.
the form that they're currently
It's just not
playing.
worth it, is it, to be honest, with you, mate? I mean, I respect the question, but yeah, I'm going to go with no. Just not worth it, bro.
Over towards A here, leaving nothing over towards B.
It's the same thing again.
I'm not
They
even
go
sure
for
it's
a
worth the
flash
bragging
recon,
rights.
reclear of A, post somebody up, and their idea is for Ethan to gate crash over here to reinforce the B site.
There's so much damage, by the way, through that.
And retake anyway.
Yeah, and they've given up link control. You can already see it's Aspas and Les playing together side by side in tandem, taking that space up.
Oh my God.
This time there
Good
is
spam.
good spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, breaks down the cove.
Cove's done.
Makes it way more dangerous for them. But while everybody's reloading,
So Les want to get close and all.
down anyway.
But you're definitely ulting now, right, Les?
Ethan could ping
Or are you going
here
back
with,
and doing
with
a...
his
Oh,
ultimate
that's
for
nice.
Comms Hunter's
Round the
Fury to
corner,
get
is it the good
incredible
one?
value.
Taking his time with it. There we go, he's just making sure he's definitely got it. So again, the good one is where they can hide in this corner, can kind of just tuck in, and it goes over towards the spikes. What a nightmare for a retake. Does the spam work?
And the fight gets taken into the back of side, clearing them all the way out. It is carnage and chaos, but nobody's taking it. It goes down with a cosmic divide in their face, up top to the box team, and one.
Whoa.
That is unbelievable.
That was really cool. Fair play. Shout out to... Honestly, shout out to Ethan here. Viper ult goes in and he uses his ult to just ping out where everyone is. Just kind of uses it against him. Pretty much just becomes like a one-way smoke, to be honest with you, where he's just giving pure info. Yeah, he's just that unkillable drone just pinging them all. Look, pings go in and then they can just spam them.
Clones, all sorts of stuff. Just to tangle Loud up, tie their brain in knots, and make sure that Com gets
really,
good
really
value
cool.
out of his ult. That's so decisive from EG to get themselves back on the board, but it's still an uphill battle.
Yeah,
There's
the
still
tech is-
only
the
a
tech is
1
strong.
and 6.
1-9 if they start losing this. So this is really important. Really, really important round for EG. They get the op out. We take over towards A control.
I believe with a flash, just in case Ethan is tucked into that corner. If the flash pings, then you know he's sitting there. It doesn't, so they know that space is clear, but now making a move. It's a flash re-clearance. No good connection. Still 1-for-1, maybe a bit more.
That duel is everything. Should decide it. As long as we don't get too crazy. Boostio's crazy though, fair play. He won it. A little bit wild, but yeah, it does just win
Seems a
him the
little
rounds.
greedy from Boostio there, but he's feeling
Yeah, I
it. He
agree.
had the read, and he got the
that's,
3K.
Learning from Paper X.
Demon 1 has taken the operator for a walk deep.
Honestly, I'm
deep
not even sure
through.
even Paper X
Shadow
swings.
falling,
Actually,
knows
yeah,
there's no alarm bot, no
It would.
turret.
Agna, thank you.
He's missed the time.
Thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate the tier 1.
Doors, their backs towards it.
He's missed it again.
He's missed it entirely, but Boostio still.
Okay, what a round from him.
Only
Yeah,
one way to
straight up
get an
confidence. And chat, honestly, one of the better aces in terms of the impact as well. Against a 4-buy, 4 people staying
Boostio.
alive, huge round for him. Yeah, give me this
Posted a
replay.
tweet after their game against Paper X, calling himself a disappointment and a fraud.
That's someone who's been standing
he had under
up.
160 ACS, negative 24, and he said, "I will not do that again. You're not catching me bottom frag in another series."
It's 2 individual duels here, Dry
deep into
and
champs.
this one, Dry.
And Boostio's come out here, I mean, with so much confidence. The way that he's taking those fights, especially the one
yeah,
into
nice.
Sada.
So precise. He's feeling it.
It's not necessary.
There's so many
a
good
fantastic way
coach
for
clip
EG to start
memes,
getting
I
themselves
swear.
back into this match.
There's so many good ones that could be
Confidence
made.
up. Like you said earlier, you know, Boostio said that when he's playing well, his calling gets a little bit better. Got good reads on a very confidence-based, this team, when it comes to the vibes as well. Mentality coming into this. Obviously still...
Agna, thank you for the gifted as well. Your first gifted, appreciate it. Thank you. Ams, welcome in. Thank you very much for
just
that.
trying to stay alive.
Ams 11, I guess.
Tactical timeout. Loud discussing.
The coach
What
cams,
have
yeah,
the
just the
issues
replays
been
have just
here?
been the best we've seen from any tournament for sure.
And that's about the first time that EG have really fought heavily over B-Link. The rest of the time, Loud have been able to
In
take
terms
that
of like the
fairly
player
easily.
ones.
But it doesn't seem to be a major strategic adjustment.
What would the Sliggy coach cam be like? A mix between
The retake,
Alex and Mini, I would
or
say.
Boostio's ace.
More towards Mini though. A lot of complaining though.
Group up.
A lot of talking to myself
Players
and
now
complaining.
making their moves and the marks over towards it. Ethan tucked to the corner, the flash. There's a connection, they want nothing to do with it. Just backing away. I thought there was danger in it because of Demon 1 with the operator, but
Now they read
avoiding
it
him.
so well.
Yeah.
They also use a lot of good utility there.
This is really nice.
The cascade, the flash.
Yeah, clearing out all this
specifically
info
catches
early
onto
on
his
so
position.
that they can get... Oh,
And his
hold
gate
up.
crash was
Did he
not to
TP
rotate
away?
to A. So Ethan is not ready yet to try and help Boostio.
Enough time might be purchased though. Anyway,
Chat, was this his fate? Was this a clone or was this a TP away? I didn't even see. Either way, I'm pretty sure they cleared info over towards long.
The hit's already coming through. There's a lockdown ready for them. This is a response that is necessary now.
Oh my goodness, look at it.
Clearing through. That is mental stuff. Tagging up onto the players here, but still, you got to respect this lockdown. Sadak, got to get a move on, son. Just avoiding it. No detainment inside here, but
no
you
plan
cannot
here.
end up hitting.
Man, the timing was crazy for Jorgamo. This guy was holding perfect for him.
Each other.
No way. But he's watchful
too.
No, and again, and the turret's not going to see him.
Just
Still
ridiculous
wild.
over here in mid. Jorgamo could have potentially had 2.
There's 30 seconds left. If you're going to be going over towards B, you have to get a move on. You've got to start running.
They don't know that Jorgamo's here. But Sadak not venturing in this direction.
Jorgamo could just win this entire round for his team here. He's alone.
Yeah.
He'd have to slip past Les.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
but
hard.
I mean, Les isn't really watching for this either.
Time is super
Now,
low.
though,
10 seconds. If he gets that one planter, you've got
Eyes
no.
on Jorgamo,
Oh my god.
revealed.
Oh my god.
No way, not a chance. It's dropped, but no.
Oh, it's
He
so
gets up to
close.
he
Does
gets up the
just get the
plant.
plant in.
He
Just.
does just about. Okay, extension for it.
Damn, he played that so well.
Milliseconds
Tried to-
potentially there, but
tried
here
to
it
just
is
wait
now, a
to the
lockdown
very
in
last
play.
second for
On the
it.
other side of things, that's well earned. Les out in the open. Over the top of his wall, can just see Demon One's head taken out a gap into the back of the side. Les, good presence of mind, knowing to jump spot that, knowing it could have been an option that was wide open, and it's just impossibility.
Hey, nicely handled
7-2.
though. Still got a lot of money into this. That was a really
pivot,
close
what a
round.
call.
Really, really close.
Jorgamo could have made the play there. Recon dart thrown out by Com, lighting up Tui's. And there's 7 seconds left.
Jesus, that's your Twitch name, bro. That's you can't. Hey, you can't be in this channel with that Twitch name.
Still
Bro.
finding their way through all of the difficulties.
Jesus. I think that's the first person we banned for having a name,
And then
right?
pivoting over to B. Loud still in the driving seat here.
Money to buy for EG though. Critical round for them to try and win. Dart. It's not taken care of. It's one of the first times they've ended up really pulling that one out. Look at the spam damage that was done a bit earlier. That was just.
Dude, he took so much. Honestly, every time they do the, every time they get over towards B, they're honestly tanking a lot of damage. Just no kills of it.
Off angles. Seems the util. Dash now active for him.
Double
But
swing.
also falling quite low. Flash repeat together.
Oh, it's a
They're
real
kinda
nice
body
flash.
blocking
Unlucky,
each other.
did hit himself with
A bit
it.
awkward.
Actually tanked a
Now
lot of
starting to make
damage with
moves
that
here.
peak.
It's a
Both of them
great
down
rumble
60.
And move all the way through into this connector. They can try and get past the smokes in the util. Everybody collected into
Surely
the
Loud
backup
will
halls. How do Loud
cancel
get
here.
through this one with great difficulty. Cove though. Drop down at their feet, still need to deal with Boostio. He's tucked to the side, nice flash, eventually there, but still, there's so many
This
pieces
is
that they haven't
chaos.
recognized.
Where
This
are
Jorgamo
we?
weaving in and out, less, returning the fire. 50 seconds, a chance to really put a break and pause into the play, but the spike is really in the middle of nowhere for Loud.
Sadak should be able to recover this one. You can see Ethan poking around, getting information. There's only 35 seconds. The wall is going to be helpful. Sadak could pick this up and try and pivot elsewhere. The spam, he must avoid it.
And a fight
Les
one,
falls.
yeah, with less falling there. Aspas close
time for
to
this.
the corner. So many
Does
targets
Aspas get
to
out?
deal with.
Does he want to get
Running
out?
all
Oh my
around
god.
Here. Noise faking with the cues.
This is
There's
kind of
only 20
nice. Pulls
seconds
them
left. They
back.
still
Wait,
haven't dealt.
pulls his teammate back. His
Dealt with
teammate didn't
Ethan,
commit.
finally. He's removed towards
Wait,
the
this is a
back
big
of
kill.
the
They
wall.
can get the
Demon
plant now.
one down.
Oh my god, they're going to win this
And
one?
it's crumbling here. Com. It's been so good in the clutch, but can he really do it? Again, shock darts are here to damage. Potentially done. There's one removed and enough for Sadak. Low enough.
Mate, he's outrageous at the
Oh
moment.
my,
This
this
tournament
guy
has been
It's
insane
just
for him.
unreal.
The decision making to go for the low HP with the shock, knowing, I mean, the comms came in that he was low.
Not the first time that the forum's been screaming.
Damn, that one
out
was
for
impressive
Com.
as well. How many 1v2s
He's
can this
looked
guy win?
magnificent in these last few matches. What? The presence of mind to know that Aspas has been chunked
Oh,
down.
it's such a
finish
nice
off
shot
with a
as
shock
well.
dart and flick over to
That was a
Sadak.
sick round.
Com has been magnificent in the clutch and still only 3 rounds for EG. Lauda constantly putting the pressure on, finding these ways of being able to stabilize and punish EG. More A main pressure.
Yeah. Watching for all the positions just in case there was the updraft following up through, but it's up to Boostio again, anchoring. All of his util just collected at his feet. so
Money's fully in the
pushing
bin.
here at Halls.
This is kind of nice. They got a setup for the dash that's been happening in terms of once they hit over towards B.
They might be sorely mistaken.
This is pretty cool as well. Contact in terms of this. Flash off the corner.
That's what's going to be causing it to rebound and a re-swing. Demon 1 spots it. Here's the flash. Repick attempt with the up trap play. Plucked out of the sky. Jet player won't be getting away with anything. Aspas though, on the other hand, really nice just handing it to them. Quick decision making.
Les also got a lurk down through Art, picked off Jorgamo. There's no defense here. Boosty on Com are going to desperately try and get into position. Les already going for another lurk in a different avenue. He's found the time in
so perfect.
Com retreats.
So perfect. Really, really nice.
Far too
we got a lot
easy.
of rounds at the moment, and this is not going to be a great buy. 3 of them are so wrecked.
Almost everything. Every ult in a book or a clutch play, a performance from a big player, but it's all Loud in control this half. When it really mattered for them. It's a map that they had to win.
Got the Clunko in here.
Up to do so now.
And outside of this match, Ethan's Yoru has looked amazing here. They've had so many cool ideas. They've caught teams off guard. Loud instead come in prepped. Bring back the Harbor Viper.
Sheriff,
bottom
oh
of the
man.
scoreboard,
And
3
double.
and 11. Even the supportive stuff isn't working.
This is such a low buy, man. Double
Loud
Staining
found
coming
an
in,
answer
double
here.
Sheriff. Recon over towards here doesn't hit
else has really
anyone
been
though,
able
so
to
they're going to hold
acquire.
the 4-person
Flash
stack.
replay potential. Ethan, he's holding the flash. You can see it. Out of the smoke, they want to go for it. Right onto the side. There was a recall
it's
start of
kinda
their own,
nice.
actually. Just try and block them off. Again, smoke's in their face. Just trying to play anti-flash close to the corner. It's
This smoke
desperation.
is, yeah.
It's so good from Loud.
The,
same kind of
smoke
ideas,
kinda
always
wrecks them a little
ready
bit.
to catch the aggression. They put a little bit of pressure in an area and wait for the response.
Maybe the person on the luck can make the play. Oh, okay.
Jorgamo and Com tried to make something happen.
9? Yeah, I mean, they snowballed very well in this one. It was a really dominant half. It's really
Bringing
great.
back the Harbor Viper and looking immaculate on it, as per usual.
Still showing that it's got legs here. All the bit, I mean, off the back of massive performances across the board, really, from Loud. That's what the dominance has been. It's electric. One-sided maps on either side, but Aspas a player to look at as well for our aim lab shoot around. A little bit earlier, he was warming up. Of course, not doing it.
Oh, poor guy. He was about to get his moment.
Aspas has not even, in my opinion, been the player that has popped off in this head-to-head. Yeah. It's been more to do with how the entire team has played around the tempo of EG. And that was one of the things that really caught them on maps 1 and maps 2. Frod was talking about the first map, they were playing a bit too quick. They weren't ready for how slow EG were going to be. Then map 2, EG increased the pace, increased the tempo, and suddenly Loud are completely caught off guard. EG go up 2-0 in the series. And now what we're seeing is Loud poking and prodding in areas around the map. EG respond decisively, trying to re-clear, making plays, and Loud just holding, ready for it. Many people playing anti-flash, all ready to catch the aggression, never caught in transition. Been immaculate.
Yeah, they are super aware. This map.
Keep it. Shut up.
Looking around
You
every
man.
single corner, there's always the potential for the re-clearance. And they have contingencies at the back of their mind when they're playing like that. It's set them up now 9-3 in this map. A must-win for Loud. I've been saying this. It needs to be the case.
With all of the conversation as well recently about Fnatic starting a legacy, a dynasty, an era, whatever you want to call it, I think people have forgotten that Loud are also fighting for their own. These are the defending champions coming back to try and win another trophy. Loud as a team have been in 8 tournaments, this the 9th. They've made it to 6 out of 8 of the grand finals. For Loud, if they survive the group stage, they always make the grand finals. Here they're 1 map away from being eliminated right before that goal. The winners of America.
Oh, here we go, he got his moment
showing
now.
that they have more to give.
Stepping up entirely. Unsettling.
Very unsettling.
Got to show more emotion than that. Come on, this game is only just getting started, it seems like. All eyes on the pistol round. EG. Still a sliver
3-2 in terms of pistols. If it went to 3-3, this is a quick map.
With this round.
And if they don't close things out 3-0,
Yeah,
we
Frenzy
go to
fans
split,
for
we
sure.
go to bind areas
Oh,
where Loud
they get their
have
own
recently
Frenzy.
looked phenomenal.
TP over towards here, so a bit of control, and then he can join his team. Maybe just getting the orb. Just gonna do this so I don't have to focus on it.
As they scope things out towards the B side of the map.
Picks up the orb. TP's over. Bit of presence. Again, it's kind of nice because it creates pressure, creates question mark. This guy would have heard it.
No noise made other than a star propped up, smoke, so they can get into position. I'm being forced to use this util.
You have to retake this.
To clear out any parts of this. Now you see it. Dart rebounding. Waiting for the gate crash into the back of it alongside the flashes, all combined to clear out halls, but it's given up the space.
Oh,
util out.
He thought he got the kill.
Kill collected, boost
He did a lot of damage though.
Time where that one not quite able to get it, and what a util now being pushed into his face. Comes down to these fights are about to be taken. The util being expended, lighting up these players. Flanks on flanks occurring. Jorgamo from behind. Damage certainly done. Demon 1, snappy precision.
It's great in pistol,
and
isn't he?
EG find themselves a massive advantage. A pistol round win.
Right, maybe this one's back on. 4-2 in terms of pistols altogether. 1-1.
Exactly what EG need, but they need so much more as well. Beautiful idea on the pistol though. Clearly got some concept of Loud wanting to play without too much info from their Killjoy. Over on B, they just walk that up super deep. And specifically, Ethan's gate crashing towards the right side of halls. Usually, Ethan is going to be gate crashing left side of halls constantly. Seems like a small difference, but
slight adjustment, but necessary if, you know, like Loud have been playing.
Same thing.
Seen
Wait, did they just let them have this for free the whole time?
Want to be mixing things up like that, just so that Loud are not able to anti-strat you in a game of this magnitude. Frod's talked a lot about the level of prep work that he does heading into events like this, and the whole team does. Watching the tape, not just their opponents, but their own, trying to improve.
Oh, wait a second.
Calls them back. Oh.
Loud.
Okay.
No noise made.
Uh-oh.
No util thrown out. EG trying to fake like they were taking that B control. They smoked it themselves. They droned as well, not seeing anything. They are scared.
They got a recon, but they're already ready for it. Well,
Yeah,
I mean.
Tucked to the corner now. It all stands on this one. At a moment's notice, it could fall to pieces. Shock dart lay it down just in case his Nana swarms close to the corner. Sadak, he was trying to get cheeky with it. Dashing forwards, TP's gate crash all abound and used towards the back of the site. They need something to clear this.
Oh my god.
Okay, that will do it.
Oh, that's a nice
Through
flash.
the window.
Oh, I says it wrecks his teammate.
Indeed.
Nice shot. Oh my goodness.
A real danger.
Was nice until that moment.
Less.
Oh, nice shots as well. Mate, how does he always get two when
in the moment in the round here?
How does he always get two and you feel like he should get none?
It definitely looked like there was some potential for that to go wrong. You see that one with the X-ray, and Kawanzin just got destroyed. Demon 1 hitting some nasty shots. A reminder that Demon 1 had his worst map since joining Evil Geniuses.
Okay.
Playing against Paper
Is
Rex.
this a low buy on this one?
Back out and top frag in almost all of these maps.
Imagine if they won this one though. Similar start to Loud.
Chance behind this one with Ethan. Is he trying to take this one solo? Fakes it. Maybe just didn't like what he saw in terms of util. Didn't want to commit to it.
It's a heavy investment with the high tide over here.
Yeah, and they're kind of heavy focused on this, and while that's happened, they've walked close here. What is the timing like on this one?
I really like this idea. I don't think it gets cleared, especially with Demon 1 getting that one 2 years.
They have no idea.
Real chance for a punish, but okay. The
two of them there though.
Into the box.
Like 3 people here, which then makes them think that A main is clear.
Boostion knew that it wasn't going to be anticipated and decided to try and make something happen there. Ethan's only got a ghost, so he can't really challenge towards less. But they can recognize now, they've seen enough of the Loud players over towards Art and A, but they know B's got to be a little weak.
It's going to be heard.
Yeah, question marks all over towards here, so that's where they're trying to clean this one up.
Clear out the top section of B, but it's just delaying them now with the Nana Swarm at their feet. They're worried, but the flanks are just buying time for Loud now to start to
all of the rotates here?
Together here. Ethan.
That's all, if he wants it.
Ult online.
Yeah, I could definitely go for this.
That might make the difference here, but with 30 seconds remaining, he's just trying to ping out these players. Everyone's off site.
This is kind of nice. Clears all of this. Also, they cut sound so much that they kind of created question marks over towards here, so they had to pull one back to actually look to see if there's someone lurking.
What's the answer now from Loud? High Tide back online. 2 years wraps this one all the way across now. Won't have to expend one of his smokes here. This is just with the Guardian still. It's Rifles running it through here. The crossfire center's going to be playing off each other, Ethan.
It's a big 1-on-1. Sorry, big 1v2. Dude, I thought it was one.
Right from behind, they do not anticipate it. They do
The
not
low
expect
HP though.
it. It is playing.
Why does this guy win every single 1v2, man? He's a god at 1v2s. What's his win percentage on 1v2s? How is he always behind them? Like, how is he always behind them with the best trigger discipline we've seen?
Clutch from Com. He made the massive wraparound play. He was over in B-Link setting up that
I think I've seen him in 6 or 7 1v2s, and he's won 6 out of 7, I think it is.
That they were going to get
in just the last 2 days, I swear.
And he can be that final line of defense to win the round. He went all the way back through B-Link, through water, into spawn.
He's incredible at them.
And the rest of his team bought enough time. Another ridiculous clutch from Com.
Yeah,
Gotta be the
and now
best
they have the same start that Loud had, so
at
this
this
is
point.
really on now.
Insane.
The actual
Feels like
9-3.
every time he's placed in 1v1, 1v2, doesn't matter. Always there. And now, you know, for what was such a safe beginning to the second half of Pearl for Loud, it's hot water almost. 6 rounds.
Jorgamo won away from his ult as well,
Many in a row.
if they wanted to.
Set themselves up. They crash into the back. Ethan does commit to it.
Oh my god,
Thrown
he
in his
actually
face,
took that?
though. Definitely going to be a bit dicey. Kawazine is cleaned up, just playing close to the pillar, but they have not dealt with Sadak. Nanoswarm. But respect that one. Demon 1. Instantly out of there. Yep, draft in the dash. But enough noise has been made, really. There's no hiding this intent at this point. EG, you know they're trying to take this one. Rattling off shots, picking them apart, picking the timings. 2 years, and Aspas all together. Enough of a reset, but damage surely done here. Demon 1, he's left to it.
4
It's
HP.
1v1.
Oh.
Aspas.
They won the Thrifty. They just had so many numbers here.
MasterCard Thrifty, what a response from Loud. You were saying it was getting dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a lot of numbers. How did Tui's get 2 of them here?
They get out.
This guy may be hyper-focused on this guy.
A series of shots
I mean,
hit by
I say
Tui
maybe
here.
100%.
Lot of damage inflicted, and just so many players stacked around on
Yeah,
the site.
they had
Almost
so
too
many people here.
small percentage plays, but by everyone from Loud. To be able to combine together and get that one down. It's giving Loud a little buffer.
Yeah, bit of a buffer. That's what gets them the first defensive round win. This map so far for them.
Money's really low as well. Like, they lose this
Premium
one,
being put
they
now.
get to 12.
Control.
Kind of the same for everyone. It's a massive round.
Updraft, almost there.
Like,
Less.
this is the difference between a one-sided map and a close map.
Yeah, I mean, vulnerable there. Pointing him exactly, directly. Less. Still revealed here. This is ridiculous. Tucked to the corner. Right behind it. Doesn't know if they're pushing up onto the angle, though. It's
L9 Austin, what's up with the 2 months? Thank you so much.
in a significant amount
Thank
of
you,
danger, but
appreciate
maybe
it.
with the wall up in his face, he might be able to isolate
This
one of
goes
the
down
fights.
now.
No, he's got 2 players waiting for
He
him.
did great
Still
to get one.
gets
Dude, he always manages to get like
Nice
a
flick.
kill when you think that he won't.
Make the
It's
non and
impressive.
done into a 1 and done. Kawazine and Tui's are still here to try and hold the back line.
With that kill, it does give up our control. Jorgamo walking it through.
He's so happy to try and make the play.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Yeah, that was
smoke,
kind of
isn't it?
nice with the recon to try to get a kill.
Brought down in the end, though. Kawazine reposition a tap. That's counter spam. They were waiting for that one.
Still a 2v3. Still chances here. And Com's got his Hunter's Fury. Is he going to be able to escape?
Honestly, he has a good amount of HP. Oh, not this again.
Com is never not flanking.
Yeah, he's just always taking timings. This is kind of sick as well. I'm not sure they're going to expect this. Did they hear Astra?
From behind.
Bro.
It all relies on him. If Jorgamo can get a pick, it makes it a little bit easier for them. Still a 2 versus 3.
Is he going to go down to a
Turrets
1v2
there,
again?
blocking off the angle they
Has
don't
his
expect
ult,
it. They don't
remember,
expect
if he
it.
gets a
Finally,
kill.
he strikes. He has ult from behind. Does have the ult backing away. Now
Wow,
playing his
they win
life.
this round.
Aspas, it's an impossibility. Forcing out the ult.
That's
Jorgamo,
incredible.
he's set up to win that fight. How?
How is he
Did
always
just
behind
pull
them?
that one back from the brink?
He's outrageous, bro.
They're so quick at coming up with post-plant ideas.
Yeah, I think that's
Other
the thing
teams
that I
would
like
wonder
about
for
him
a
the
while,
most as
should I
well.
commit to the
It's
flank?
so
Should I try and
instant
make
that he
the
just
play?
has the best timing
Com's
every single
instant,
time.
Decisive.
Like, yeah, it is
and
decisive.
confident in it because he's done it so many times before. He can visualize the entire process because it's just so familiar to him. He's been doing it over and over in the playoffs of champions. And yeah, it's Jorgamo that cleans it up, but Com makes the play that makes that a reality again. Loud won the Thrifty to be able to get themselves
Yeah,
up to
it's
10.
like
They might need something similar.
what was that LAN?
about a 9-3
What was that LAN
curse.
where Nats was kind of just doing this? Was that Copenhagen? Was that Copenhagen or Berlin? And then everyone kind of caught on a little bit, but he had that whole event where he was just like non-stop, pretty much just doing what Com was doing now. And then now everyone, like he ended up getting such a good rep that now every time you press tab and you realize that Nats is alive, you'll then have someone hold behind. It's probably what's going to happen to Com, honestly.
Three rifles.
Like he's going to be alive and people are just going to be like, well, he's behind you.
And the signs of that, EG content to slow this one down.
This slower pace is what brought them so much success over on the first map. Getting a feel for where Loud would be set up. Les looks like the only danger, really, in how the defense is currently positioned.
Wasn't that Copenhagen? Okay, it has to be Berlin then.
Aggressive lurk play. Otherwise, it's just going to be another slow siege from EG.
Mazin in a position where he can spam that angle. Sadak dealing with Ethan with the plan, pushed away for now with the snake bite. Vulnerable up.
Jorgamon coming around the back of Les.
Yeah, this timing has been missed.
There's a flank on a flank though. Keep an eye on the time.
Wait a second, he can hear the footsteps. He's repositioned all the way back, but still EG.
And now Aspas.
Yeah, they have control of this. Surely they do. Aspas, upgrade gained.
Man, EG are incredibly calm when the time is low. It's
turrets there though, flipping the map.
It's pretty cool.
Planning for default. EG
like they might be the calmest team when the time is low.
Yeah.
Fantastic crossfire.
And it's off comms contact, I think. Either that or Demon 1. Demon 1 off angle. Dealt with, destroyed. Ethan. Okay. There was a chance there for Les.
Yeah, almost a moment.
Of course, Com manages to get the last kill, get the clutch stats up as well. Dude, this was real close, man.
They've won 5 out of 6 rounds in this half so far. Both of these teams have been excellent at their attack sides. It's just been a running theme throughout this match. Loud have got to stop this momentum that EG now have. Rifles, operator, back in hand for Loud. They were up 9-3 at the half.
It's another round though where if they lose
they
it,
need this
we get
win
into
to
10-10.
avoid elimination, to avoid going home.
Shot goes in to break the alarm bot. How they actually did it though
Back-to-back champions
is Sadak took his alarm bot away. I'm pretty sure.
This map is the turning point. They gotta seal it out. They have the advantage already. Ethan not being used. Worked his way.
Dude, they got so much space within the first 20 seconds with this.
Sadak wants to meet him. This is a risky peek. Does Sadak really overstay it? Does he overplay it? Wants to clear it onto the corner. Yep, just spots it. Immediately out of there though. There is that uncertainty. You just don't really know where Ethan is, but now, of course, revealed.
EG have such deep control.
Yeah,
right now.
There's so much map pressure from them at the moment.
To watch water.
Yeah, it's. I mean, middle is theirs. Not getting any through this.
Like, look at the control that Loud have. It's just nothing.
What it does do is
all
make
it
it
is,
really
that's
uncomfortable for Aspas.
This is kind of nice though. Gets the op back over towards her.
Here's the hit about to come through. The gate crash at his feet. Dart reveals it. What is that?
What a shot, bro.
Adjustment and flick was necessary with even being brought down, but again, putting the squeeze onto Sadak. Sadak repositioned into the orb. It's a weave in and out play. Demon 1 has to respond, and he does. 2 kills there. Spots the player up the top.
Dude, these two.
Now walking, cutting the noise,
I was gonna say these two played really well over towards site in terms of
Lay it
Sadak
down,
and
stuns,
Aspas.
abound. Got to win these fights out for it, but it's all down to Demon 1. There's too much to overcome, surely. Snakebite at the feet. The stuns are avoided and dodged. Yes, the plant is down, but every avenue watched, every angle, every chance is going to be shut down, all the way sticking through, and yet nothing to break the code.
It's a nice shot though.
A wonderful effort, but it's Loud who find themselves.
Yeah, they did great. Aspas and Sadak here was just incredibly impressive over towards site.
Coming out from Aspas and Sadak there, anchoring towards B. The flick from Aspas.
Yeah, that shot from Aspas kind of decided the round, really, it felt like.
You know, if Aspas doesn't hit this,
there's just no
22
shot.
HP.
Ethan is going to be able to clean up Sadak.
Oh yeah.
Right? And so this is how moments cascade into each other. If Aspas doesn't hit the ridiculous flick, maybe Sadak isn't also able to get 2 kills on site. Suddenly EG are right back into things. But a big moment from their jet start.
All right, last time out for them.
And Loud get their way up to 11. This map looked like it was going to just be easy, plain sailing after the first half.
Yeah.
And instead, it's been a grueling slog.
It's been real close, this one.
A blowout. Similar what we saw with EG winning out on Lotus, and it has just got, just chewed up, slowed down to a crawl. Obviously still chances for EG here. I mean, they're taking time out now to discuss this one. They've still been in control when it comes to these attack sides.
Massively important round in front of us. Guardian for Kawanzin. Bulldog, light armor for Sadak.
And honestly,
but they have large ultimates with which to play.
It's like lose this, kind of lose the map.
And Aspas is setting up with Kawanzin to try and take early contact up
In
towards B. We
terms
could see
of
a clash
EG.
here of Demon 1 and Aspas.
They got some good ults to finish this as well. The retakes can be devastating if they want to, or at least just over towards one site. Yeah, I mean, this is a stronghold.
Aspas is going to be using the Trailblazer now to make sure it clears it. 2 shots fired to break it.
It's a really strong setup from Loud.
Confirmation to Aspas that there's more than just one player waiting.
Would have been a little bit stronger if we got this angle, but doesn't have the op for it.
Excitement to try and take the fight. He's going to be backing away now to Pillar. Ethan, same diligence. He was just taking A main control, seeking to fake it, but Loud seem to be aware of this. Aspas. Oh, this is such an awkward position. Is this because they've been contacting? Potentially, but noise is being made now all the way up through into
The hell is the timing on this?
Be a timing to be taken, and he flashes the peek through this one over the top. That is disgusting, but he meets his match.
It's a really sick shot.
There with a consistency to trade. Here's the lockdown now being placed with that space earned. Got to respect this.
There's going to be a lockdown in return. Sadak with one of his own. The question is how EG are going to be able to get the plant off and stop the retake from happening. I thought for a moment there, Sadak was going to get himself pain.
Wait, that's the plant. Yeah, they went for a plant at the back.
No spike.
No plant.
That is so risky.
It's throwing everyone
They went for this
a bit of a
plant.
loop here. There are plays to be made. Bustio is going to be caught on the open.
Chocomo's going to get caught by the alarm bot here. So he can't
Yeah,
go
and
for a
then
flank
they know
either.
that the flank's going on.
Absolute chaos.
I mean, look at Bustio's
Into the
position.
corner. There's no way he survives here, but he's looked into his position and nobody's going to clear him. Goes here. What is going on?
What is going on?
He's in the spawn, man. He's in the spawn. There's no time left. The 12
Yeah,
seconds.
okay, they handled this well. Okay, they realized that he's in heaven. Okay, nicely done, and they just got no money for this. You got, where are we at? 2 full loss bonus, I think?
On the precipice.
4 chances.
Grinding these rounds.
Bro, some of these rounds have been so hard to watch. There's so much going on at the same time. Like, it's an observer nightmare.
Yeah, no amount of scrims are going to help you deal with that situation.
No, I mean, look.
Yeah, I can't believe they went for that plant. That was
happens,
incredibly
though.
risky.
The denial onto the plant. They get into that spot, and ideally, Jorgamo's pull is supposed to be a little earlier, so that they're not able to get that spam angle. So just a small misstep in each
Damn,
timing
XOZ.
on when they
Pushing
execute
yourself
these things.
over the
And Lauda
1000.
offered an opening there. Now EG have to make it
That's
work
crazy.
with horrible weaponry.
Shall we get some slug approves in for XOZ? Thank you, thank you. 10 gifted, 1010 altogether.
Over top here, tries to set it up with Demon
So
with the
mad.
knives, but no connection, no kill, no refresher with the blades.
XOZ, I hear that you
So much
planned your
damage onto Sadak. He's going to get the heal though.
you planned
meeting
your
up with Kawanzin.
emote.
Unless it's
I'm
not been
excited.
pressured inside here.
The fact that they didn't posture less out of that spot, Viper's Pit, it's critical. Just removes A entirely. Now there's still a chance.
Thank you so much for the gift, man. Thank you for the 10. Really do appreciate that.
Tucked into art.
As again, appreciate everything.
To the side now, Flash as well. Everybody grouping up onto
Dude,
the
it's hard to get
corner.
out of this spot.
Aspas is here, revealed. Does he get out of danger though? Interesting scenario. Smokes to try and help him out. Is everything being
Nice
cleaned?
trades
Allowed.
going in.
This could be it. The final blow to seal the map. Aspas will not be budged, will not be removed. Still holds his ground. Here's a TP, and here to contain.
Oh my god, it's so
Aspas
instant.
on
Dude,
the
that was
move, making the
fast.
moves. Desperation
Okay,
all
very
the way.
nice from them.
Loud are not
A little bit of a
done
comeback there at
yet.
one point, but yeah.
What a response from this super team from Brazil. Looking
nice map from them, man.
fantastic out here on Pearl.